The story I wanted to tell you, which is about these mini candy bars, not particularly this brand, by the way, but just, like assorted mini candy bars. One Christmas, I remember it snowed something fierce, and I had an aunt and uncle live right down the road. My cousins lived down the road too. And my mom, there must have been 4 feet of snow. And my mom said, I'd like you to run something down the road to your aunt. And I don't remember what she had me running down there. It might have been bread, it might have been butter, it might have been salt, it might have been anything, like neighbors do. But they were down the road. So she sent me out. I had to bundle up, and I went hiking through the woods and across the field to shortcut and deliver this thing that my mom wanted me to deliver to her. And I just remember tromping through that snow. That snow was really high up, and so it was a lot of work to get from my house to their house. And I got there, and the snow was packed up, in front of their door, and it was hard getting in. It was still snowing. Nobody had had time to shovel or anything like that. Got in, delivered the thing. I was visiting my cousins there, and they were all opening up their Christmas presents. And I was looking at their toys and the things they got and everything, and they were all excited. I remember they had the wood stove going. They had one of those stand-up wood stoves, and everybody was huddled around that wood stove, opening up the presents and everything like that. So I delivered the thing to my aunt, and she said, "Hey, Brian, before you go, would you like some of these mini chocolate candy bars?" And she had this enormous bag of these mini chocolate candy bars. I said, "Sure." She says, "Well, load up on them, buddy." So I loaded up my hands full of those mini candy bars, and they were assorted. So all different types of candy bars, and I stuffed in my pockets with them. I visited with my family there for a little bit, my relatives, while they were, opening up their Christmas presents and doing their Christmas stuff. That was Christmas Day, back when I was about, I reckon 9 years old. I was probably 9 years old, 10 years old. So finally I thought, oh my goodness, I have to make that trip back to my own house through all that snow. It was like blizzard conditions outside. So I got bundled back up again, and I went back out the door, trudging through the snow. And as I was trudging through the snow, I was just picking those chocolates out of my pocket and just popping them in my mouth, and then stuffing the trash, the wrappers in my other pocket. I bet you I ate 12, 15 of those little chocolate bars before I got back to my house. And I got in, emptied those chocolate bars out on the table to share with the rest of my family, went downstairs near my stove, our wood stove, to get the rest of the layers of my clothes off, and went back up to eat some more of those chocolates. This is before my family ever had a chance to get to them. And this time I opened one up, and I was looking at it as I was opening it up, taking the wrapper off of it. And when I broke it in two to eat it, there were maggots in it. Yeah, the thing was ridden with maggots. And I thought, what the heck? I put that aside. I picked up another one, unwrapped it, opened it up, and it was also ridden with maggots. Oh my God. And I had been walking, like I said, between their house and my house through the snow, just popping those things into my mouth, and I must have ate 15 to 20 of those by the time I got to my house. And every one of them were overridden with maggots. Maggots, like you'd find in a dead animal or something. Wriggling live maggots. That's a true story. And fortunately, I'll tell you something about maggots that you may or may not believe, but it's true. They're good for you. They're just protein. In a survival situation, you would absolutely eat maggots. They're not going to hurt you at all. And like I say, in a survival situation, if you were to come across some corpse or something like that, and you could scrape the maggots off, those maggots would be perfectly good calories and protein. There's nothing harmful about them at all. But just to find them in those chocolate bars after I had eaten like 12 to 15 or 20 of them. I mean, I had eaten a bunch of them. It was it was memorable. Let's just put it that way. And it was memorable enough that I remember to tell you about it. Now, all these years later, true story.